Introducing Dr. Njagiri Damages.
Welcome to a special edition of the show. I am Dr. Damages, and as usual, we are coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yes. Even though we're coming to you from New York City, if you have not seen the drama that happened at the Nigerian National Assembly this week, welcome to Planet Earth. You're welcome. Now that I've welcomed you, take a look.
Are you aware that every expenditure you make from 31st May till date are not
Yes. That was the acting director of the Niger-Delta Development Commission, NDDC. He was summoned in front of the House of Representatives Committee on the Niger-Delta to answer questions about excessive spending by his agency. Oh yeah, when we say excessive spending, we are talking about billions and billions of naira in weeks. He has been there since February and has spent over 81 billion. Now, in dollars and cents, that's about $212 million. In fact, while this investigation is ongoing, he continues to spend money. Listen to Kola Wole Johnson, the leader of a watchdog group, talk about what has been going on at NDDC, even as the investigation is ongoing. Watch.
On the 9th of July, 631 million was paid to one company for the silting, 667 million to another company. Same day, 649 million was paid. Same day, 733 million was paid. The 8th, a day before, one of those companies that we have mentioned here, Osmonsat Global, was paid 697 million to 11,320 naira for another desilting job.
Now, the annual budget of NDDC is about 400 billion naira. But in 2019, NDDC, just in 7 months, awarded a total of 1,920 emergency contracts valued at 1.07 trillion naira. Trillion! If I put it in dollars, it will make your head go spin. Yeah. A consulting firm that collects money from oil companies on behalf of NDDC was getting paid 1 billion naira a month. Imagine how much they collect. They get paid 1 billion naira a month. Now, remember that their corporate headquarters, the one that they were paying 300 million naira a year as rent. Oh yeah, well, it turns out that they got the building rent-free. Rent-free. So for the past 19 years, someone has been collecting 300 million naira a year as rent for a building that they got free of rent. Free. So who are these people benefiting from all these scams? Who are they? Let us listen to the Minister of Niger-Delta Affairs, Mr. Godswill Akpabio. Watch.
Of course, who are even the greatest beneficiaries? It's you people now. Okay. Because if you look at your chairman,
So Akpabio said that the beneficiaries of these scams are members of the National Assembly. He should know. He was a member of the same committee, Niger-Delta Affairs Committee, when he was in the Senate. In fact, he approved some of these expenditures that we are talking about today when he was in the Senate. Oh yeah. Now, let's listen to Akpabio again.
Give me the benefit of National Assembly.
Yes, you just said.
I just told you that we have record to show that most of the contracts in NDDC are given out to members of National Assembly, but you don't know about it.
It's okay.
Yes, he said it. 60% of all NDDC contracts go to the National Assembly members. He was there, he knows. Now, keep Akpabio aside. Let's bring someone else who knows what's up. I mean, Joy Nune, the last director before this slumping professor. Let's bring her and hear her talk.
Akpabio, before I came, when himself and Festus Keyamo were ministers, their first meeting at the commission, he was awarded 30 contracts for distilling and water hyacinth.
So Akpabio was collecting contracts from NDDC as a member of the Senate committee and also as a minister of Niger-Delta affairs. See, Joy linked Akpabio to one problematic contract, distilling and water hyacinth removal. Here is what Kola Wole Johnson said about this contract, distilling contract. Watch.
The thing we did in March last year was to analyze 2018 budget, and we discovered that 2.5 billion naira was earmarked for payment for distilling, but they exceeded that to 20 to 30 billion as at the time we analyzed. Later we got
the scam and the overpayment was so bad that National Assembly members wrote a letter to stop payment on the contract. So the NDDC wrote them, stop it. Why did the National Assembly member do that? Let us bring back Johnson.
We raised alarm and we learned later that this National Assembly wrote to the Commission to stop payment on the silting. Because a lot of times, the silting payments are just money for the boys.
Yes! It was all money for the boys. They just give money out to the boys. Now, here is an exchange between Akpabio and a member of the Niger-Delta committee over contracts awarded to Akpabio. Listen carefully.
Lots of jobs were awarded to you as a member.
No, this is a problem. That's why I said you
Then
must.
you have the right to accuse people. Then why can't you bring up
Can you please
people
listen
that
to me? One of the chairmen
if
also.
you were not awarded a contract, then why are you coming here that you are aware that you were a member of the NDDC and lots of contracts were awarded to you? You said I'm not aware. I'm telling you that bring up those.
So they were all part of the scam. The NDDC managers, the members of the National Assembly who were supposed to be overseeing the NDDC. And of course, the minister in charge himself, he was part of the scam. All of them. Remember that last week, Professor Pondie refused to testify before this committee unless the chairman of the committee removed himself from this panel. Now, the professor said that the chairman could not sit in his own judgment. Chairman Ojo, he was part of the people collecting contracts. Yeah, he walked out in protest.
Over the time, accused the Honorable Olubunmi Tunji Ojo of different crimes against the NDDC and its people, and he has responded in press. He's an interested party, and we do not believe that the NDDC can have justice because he cannot sit in his own case.
So the slumping that we saw could not have happened if Chairman Ojo did not remove himself from the committee, because he was part of the contractors who received these billions and billions that we're talking about. Now, to understand how bad things are, listen to this exchange between Akpabio, who was asked, simple question, why did you hire a doctor to be at NDDC? Mind you, Akpabio recommended the last director, Joy, and fired her too. He also recommended Professor Pondie. Watch the exchange.
I agree with you. But that person should be somebody who is versed in project execution. The greatest project today in the world is medical, and that is COVID-19. Even, I'm coming now.
Can you imagine that reasoning? You know, the greatest project in the world today is medical. So he hired a medical doctor. Meanwhile, COVID-19 was not yet a problem in Nigeria when he hired the doctor. So Akpabio must have been a witch or a prophet or two of them combined, maybe. Anyway, meanwhile, NDDC has been spending billions attending funerals for condolences and paying consultants to collect rent for them and paying senators to buy chairs, in fact, billions. Now, according to Akpabio, these are all legitimate medical projects. Before we leave Akpabio, he says something that is very important. It is more like a warning to President Muhammadu Buhari and the rest of Nigeria. You don't want to mess with him. Watch.
There. If you close it down in totality, all you have will be chaos. and you have a lot of, not just militancy, but you have a lot of insurrection.
This is pure blackmail. Subtle blackmail. If all the trillions that have been wasted by the NDDC were distributed to citizens of these 9 states that make up NDDC, instead of going into the pockets of politicians and their friends, you will not see images like this, or this, or this. No, you won't see those images. These people will have been living better. Now, as part of the blackmail, Akpabio reminded Nigerians that 90% of the revenue of the country is from the Niger-Delta. It's just like it's our money, we can chop it. He didn't say it that way, but listen.
NDDC plays a vital role in ensuring the peace and security of the region. And 90% or more of the resources of the country on a monthly basis comes from there.
That Akpabio knows this, and he is not ashamed that after 2 decades in politics in the Niger-Delta, that the region is still poor, tells you something, a lot of things about him. You know, tells you a lot about him. Now, at one point during the testimony, Akpabio wanted to reveal a lot of things, but the committee members did not want to hear that. They didn't want to let him talk more. He was going towards bad territory. Listen to
Let me explain.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me explain.
It's okay.
Now.
It's okay.
You must not allow the two
It's
to
okay.
handle the budget every
It's
day.
okay. Up your mind. It's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. It is okay. My friends, it's not okay. Also, the committee has said that they do not want to bring back the acting director, the one that collapsed. They don't want to bring him back for more interrogation. No. They will basically settle things in an honorable way. You know what I mean? Yes, in honor among thieves. Bring back Wale Johnson.
That there are excessive spendings going on in NDDC. That was the reason for this investigation. So if such still continues, even during investigation, honorable members, we have a long way to go in Nigeria.
We have a long way to go in Nigeria. We have a long way to go. Meanwhile, what is paining me is that Nigerians have had their laughter and they've moved on. Let us go back to the acting director who slumped and watch him in slow motion. Did you see how they were dipping their fingers into his mouth? Like, oh. Did he swallow diamond? I thought he only swallowed some billions of naira to take care of his staff. Naira could not have closed his airways. Who taught these people CPR? I'm very disappointed by the way the medical attention they gave this doctor at the National Assembly. My fellow doctor. How could they do that? It shocked me to my bones that nobody in the National Assembly knows how to properly give CPR to someone who lost consciousness like the director did. Now, never mind that he removed his glasses before the drama started and he kept moving people's hand even though he was unconscious. Never mind. CPR. Here is a dog giving a man CPR. Just to tell you how simple it is. Take a look. Did you see the dog trying to open the man's mouth? No. Did you see the dog trying to put its dirty hands inside the mouth of the man? No. Who taught these people at the National Assembly CPR? Wouldn't it be funny if they graduated from Professor Bondie's faculty? Wouldn't it be funny? Anyway, I blame all these things on Olisa Meto. He started it. Take a look. Yeah. Then Dino Milaya perfected it. Ayo Fayoshe came and messed it up. But thank God for Professor Pondie. Yeah. He added the Pondie skin to it. This is what I'm proposing, that Nigeria should ban politicians and office holders who are under investigation from fainting. There should be a law. I'm glad that Professor Pondie is doing better. In a statement released by the commission, they said that the acting director was sick before he appeared before the House committee. This is yet another example of his commitment to the job of serving the people of Niger-Delta. He went even though he was sick. Now, the only thing left to be settled behind closed doors is who will protect Godswill Akpabio.
Chairman, I want to be protected. Chairman, am I protected? Am I protected?
Hello, Mr. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for protecting me because my sister wants to eat me raw.
If only Niger-Delta people can wake up, they can easily swallow people like Akpabio and his gang. When Niger-Delta people, when they wake up, people like Akpabio and his gang will look for real protection. Until then, the drama continues. Let me bring Indaboski to help us because he has a way of putting these things in the best of words. You know, take a look.
I think I want to look over 5G. Okay. It's your duo. Him will walk. I said,
You can swim in water, but can you swim in fire? Akpabio and his gang, they've been swimming in the water of corruption, but can they swim in fire? The Niger-Delta people, they need to test it out. Anyway, here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, Steal This Book, by Abby Hoffman. And it says, to steal from a brother or sister is evil. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You hear yourself.
Please subscribe, join us, subscribe. You could join us so that you get it as soon as it drops. It comes to your email. Boom! You know? And follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages.
On Instagram at
Dr. Damages.
And on Facebook at
Dr. Damages.
Thank you. Hi. If you live in the US, in the UK, Canada, Italy, Ireland, and Spain, and you send money to Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, or Uganda, you should download SendWave on your phone. It's easy. SendWave is safe, secure, reliable, fast, and more importantly, it is fee-free. Absolutely no fees. For your first transaction, use the promo code DOCTOR and SendWave will add $5 or €5 or £5 to the money you are sending. Dash! Just because you know Dr. Damages. What are you waiting for? Here is how.